Well then. So remember the Parkland school shooting in Florida?
Um, really? we haven't even
No, 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 no.
started
There
properly.
was almost. Hold on a second. There was almost an exact repeat of that. There's a reason why I'm talking about it now and not on the show because I don't want to bring it up.
We're already streaming.
Um, God damn it. Well, I guess it's one of my topics then because it's actually a good story.
Fair enough. Okay, computer, why are you being slow as dicks at the minute? Alright, couple of things to tweet. Open Telegram back up.
I really want to order. I really want to order a pizza now.
Go get a pizza. You want a pizza? Get a pizza. Go get a pizza.
God damn it, Kiv.
What?
Just, god damn it.
Pizza, 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 pizza.
I will smack you.
Pizza, 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 pizza.
I will smack you.
No, you won't. You will not smack me. You will never smack me.
Hey, I never said I don't hurt the people I love.
Give it back a sec.
So, hi everybody. I'm here. We've got 4 viewers already.
And I'm back.
Awesome.
4 viewers?
Welcome back.
Really? Yay.
4.
Hi, people. Oh. God damn. God damn those goddams. Right. Jesus Christ, this is what happens when you run late.
Jesus Christ. So, you know how there's... Do you know who Jax Films is? A YouTuber?
No.
Okay, well, he's a YouTuber. He's just like a... He's got a shitload of subscribers and that kind of stuff. And he has a series called YAI, which is an acronym. It's Yesterday I Asked You. And this one was Yesterday I asked you, what's the Avengers 4 title going to be? And one of them was RAR XD Nuzzles You OWO.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There is a running gag that Jax Films is a furry and his fursuit is a cheaply made Garfield costume.
And I've just been raided.
Oh, hi, Zippy.
And everybody else that came in, god damn. Sup, people? What's happening? So, welcome to the, delayed, Furcast. Do apologize for this. I'm busy shooting peeps with Zippy, as some of you will know. Others will not, but hey-o.
I mean, CSGO is clearly more important.
Well, the people are more important, Gerald. Let's not twist lines here. So yeah.
Anyway,
you start us off this week because I need to find all the links to the stuff I found I want to speak about.
okay, so I'm in the process of doing that as well.
Oh, for God's
So,
sake.
what? Okay, so let's see here. This interesting story that I just found comes from the BBC. I don't know why it's the BBC and nowhere else because this is actually interesting. In Illinois, okay, so everybody knows about the Parkland school shooting that happened earlier this year and how it's sparked a new conversation on gun control.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a second incident happened, but this one turned out very differently. In Illinois, there was a high school shooting. It was almost the exact same. A 19-year-old unidentified suspect, somebody that was expelled from the school previously, started opening fire on the school. Dixon County police officer exchanged gunfire with the suspect and killed him before he could hit anybody else. So essentially, how this breaks down is a school resource officer, or a school police officer rather, was able to prevent any actual victims from a school shooting. Nobody was even actually no. The suspect's not even dead. The suspect's not even dead. I just read it further down. The suspect was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Nobody else was hurt.
Wow. I mean,
So this is an officer who clearly did his job, who was there, who stood in the line of fire, quite literally, and managed to diffuse the situation. And so I feel like there are examples like these which really do need to be taken into context. And Jesus Christ, I just killed the viewership by talking about that right off the bat. I apologize. We don't normally talk about this shit, but it caught my eye, and I wasn't prepared. And it's
yeah.
a good story that I feel like should be brought about because somebody's being a goddamn hero. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna post this on the Philip DeFranco subreddit so that he talks about it someday.
Don't forget to post links in the Twitch chat.
I will chill your memories. Anyway, but anyway, yes, that happened, and I feel like there are gonna be examples like these that are gonna be brought in to the whole debate on gun control and that kind of stuff that are going to really sort of affect the argument. I feel like you can make a statement or make a place that this is just my original idea is yes, put in those gun control laws into place, raise legal limit to 21 just like you would with alcohol or anything like that.
Yeah, makes sense.
Background checks, all of that good stuff. Don't keep people from getting guns unless they are clearly responsible enough for them. But at the same time, for gun-free zones like schools, this one creates jobs. Like, police departments already have a hard time staffing, but at the same time, this is going to create more job opportunities, and it might sort of lower the bar for allowing people into. That just sounds bad.
Yeah.
Point is, it's going to create jobs, and it's going to make schools a lot safer because they will have a trained official there in order to deal with a threat. We've already had 2 of these kind of incidents since the Parkland shooting, and 2 of them winding up the exact same way, where an officer decided they're going to take action and they're going to stop this before anything happens.
Yeah. It's good, like, if that's how things are going to go, it, like, adds the safety. I mean, the way I stand it, I am anti-gun, personally. Like, I'm against it, but I can understand the argument for it, if that makes sense. So, putting harder restrictions on it, it's a good thing. Like, yeah, be legal age. Have you even fired a firearm before? Are you mentally stable? Is it a good idea to sell 9mm next to your toothpaste in Walmart?
My biggest thing is at the end of the day, you should not allow law-abiding citizens to... I'm sorry, you should not prevent law-abiding citizens from doing something that they should be allowed to do.
Yeah, again, I can understand the argument, I'm just... there. That's my opinion, I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
Not for me, no thanks.
Well, if you don't agree, that's fine. I'm just gonna disagree with you and go like, I'm gonna find more voters than you. Excuse me.
Yeah, fair enough. Also, I feel I should quickly point something out here before we go on. People will notice I've got a lovely little spinning wheel in the middle. Those of you with an even keener eye will notice that there's certain labels on it. So, as per like the rules of like donations and stuff like that, every £10, I don't do dollars, I'm British, every £10, I've got to freaking eat a bean boozled bean. And this is the spinner for it, basically. I tried to match the colours to the beans that I've got left as well. You will notice there's no vomit left, thank Christ. But yeah, just wanted to quickly point that out. In case people wonder what the fuck that thing is. But yeah, yeah, Jalen, I am more than aware of that already. Mallard lost all his bits that he had saved up.
Oh.
No, that's pretty bad. He's told me the amount. It's a lot. Like, a lot.
Is he sending a thing into Twitch?
He is going to, yeah, but it's just like, Jesus. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. No more Bit the Boy.
for now. But yeah, moving on. My first story. There's not a link for this because you can honestly Google this and you'll freaking find it. We've got a lovely royal wedding that's going on this weekend here in the UK.
Oh, for the love of God, if I already haven't heard of it 1,000 times!
I fucking hate it. I hate the very idea of how publicized. I get it, okay? I get it. It's the royals.
American girl gets to finally live her dreams and become a princess.
It's like,
That's all it really boils down to.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna step on you right here, especially coming from the perspective of somebody overseas who thinks this is overplayed as fuck.
Oh no! You don't have to. You don't have to. Freaking, say overseas is open. I agree with it because there's one very important aspect you've got to remember, Joe, and this is very important. I'm from the north, okay, and this is why this boils my piss. So this wedding is fucking getting paid for by our goddamn tax money, which, by the way, makes me question. Well, hang on a minute. Where's this all of a sudden like millions? Where's this millions suddenly come from? It hasn't just appeared out of thin air. It's clearly been saved up somewhere, unless we're in debt to somebody or the banks or whatever. So it's like it's just coming out of the taxpayers' money. And okay, it's national pride, it's British pride, and it'll bring tourism to the country. No, it fucking does not. It brings tourism to fucking London. Let's just say, I'm gonna randomly throw numbers here just because I can't think of anything else. Let's just say this entire wedding costs, say, £2 million. Just hypothetically, it costs £2 million. Even if there's, because of tourism, there's like an overall like profit of like 3 million. I can guarantee you the North will not see a fucking penny. Not a single fucking bit. It's all gonna be in London. It's gonna stay in London. And half the time they don't even know what I Live even exists. They think we're fucking Scotland, not even the bloody North are the ones that do know the name. It's overplayed bullshit that comes out of our tax money. And I'm just like, why? And literally, the only response I can hear from like the patriots is like, "It's British pride. It's good for tourism. It's good." No, it's not. It's bullshit. Money is partially come from the creatures, but the wage comes from the tax. Exactly. It's all from the goddamn taxpayer. In some way, and that's what annoys me. And the fact that like the tourism. The only way I could see it would be good for the entire country in some way is if there was like, I don't know, like special appearances or something around the UK. So it's just like they'll have the wedding, then they'll go to major cities around the country to do appearances, and then go on like a honeymoon or something. So that will attract people to other areas of the country, which makes fucking sense. But no, it's like, nah, all in London, all paid for by the tax by now. It's like, what?
Here's the thing. Here's my thing. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame the couple that are getting married. I think, from what I've seen, the two like. Am I still here?
Yeah, yeah.
My power just blipped for a second, so if I go out, I'm gonna switch to my phone. Here's the thing. I don't blame the two. I don't have any ill will towards a couple or anything like that. I have ill will towards the fucking paparazzi. Just like Jesus Christ. Here's a particular story, and I guess I may as well just make this my second one that kind of spins off of this.
Well, before
So
you go into your second story, just like what you're saying about you don't blame the couple. Yes and no sort of thing. Like, okay, the impression I'm getting from them and like their like family of that generation is they're going with the publicity and hype because that's now what's expected. Like, we've been in this sort of thing for way too long. If the paparazzi weren't shoving in the face, if it wasn't just an expected thing that's happened for God knows how many years, I don't think it would be as upplayed. It would still be advertised, it would still be on TV, but it wouldn't be like there's suddenly an influx of like 2 million like tourists to like London and stuff like that. I don't think it would be as bad. But
well,
unfortunately,
there's
it's just the way
also
things are.
this. Well, there's also this. The bride is a famous actress.
Mm. Which is it's probably why it's building up so much hype.
Yeah. But my problem with it, if I can continue,
Yeah, yeah, you can continue now. I've done my roast.
my problem with it is, and I'm looking for the video that talks about this. It's going to be, we'll have a link to an article in there, but apparently there's been a lot of paparazzi, and then there's a lot of like fame vulturing that's going on with I can't remember her names. Is it Meghan Markle?
Yeah.
Yes, it's Meghan Markle. It is Meghan Markle. The thing is, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on about Meghan Markle's father, that he's like getting paparazzi shots intentionally made, and some of them are being misrepresented and that kind of stuff. One of them leaked where he's like sitting in an internet cafe in Mexico
Mhm.
and looking at articles and that kind of stuff of his daughter and Prince Harry and the whole royal wedding, and they're sitting and people are spinning this off as people don't think. Oh, hi, Sahara. That just happened. Anyway,
Also,
as I was saying,
Toby's just saying, don't understand the obsession with the royals. Being born to a certain family does not make this important news. It's almost as bad as Prince George's first day at school. No one cares. Toby, this is the problem. The Patriots do care, because, oh, it's pride of the British, and look how great we are, and fuck off.
can I continue, please?
Yeah, sorry.
So what's been going on is Meghan Markle's father. People are saying like, "Oh, he wasn't invited. She doesn't care about family. She's an absolutely shallow bitch." No, that's not the case. The thing is, like, when you dig more into this, it's clear like there are paparazzi vultures on this guy because they're taking pictures of him throwing away fucking beer bottles and trying to make him out to be the worst person ever. So he pays this guy. He pays this photographer, and he literally goes around and hands out $100 to people who help him out. Like this guy like literally paid him, he literally paid him to take measurements of him as though he were trying to get soup made or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he's intentionally going out of his way to make himself look better than the paparazzi has been making him out to be. And the thing is, like, I'm sitting here going like, okay, this guy, I feel like he's genuinely trying to change his image because I feel like it's been spun in the wrong way. He's like, he's basically this hermit that kind of wants to just stay there. He doesn't want to interrupt or drag down his family or anything like that. I feel like his daughter still cares about him and vice versa. And I feel like he's trying to make that apparent. But the real person that's been shitting on this is apparently the sister of Meghan Markle. And it's honestly disgusting because she has literally been, oh, look at that poll. 2/3 of Brits not interested in the royal wedding. I feel like those are Ireland and Scotland.
The north of England as well. Thank you very fucking much.
Anyway, but I'm just gonna put that I'm gonna put that link out so you guys can see that, watch that Philly D video, and it's literally the first few minutes just covers all of that. But Meghan Markle's sister, the bride's sister, has literally been a media vulture talking constant shit about her sister, and apparently was the one that convinced her dad to take these kind of photo shoots. And she's been called out for this on BBC and all of that good stuff. And I'm sitting here going like, Jesus Christ, I wonder what is going through that girl's head. Not the sister, but Meghan herself.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. And even Prince Harry is sitting there going like, leave her father alone, and has not said a word about the sister. So that clearly shows what's going on here. It's really fucking stupid trying to like bend the paparazzi to do stuff, but at the same time, it doesn't look like people are going for it.
Yeah, it's just not gonna. You can't stop the paparazzi, annoyingly. Like, you can do what you can to like reduce it, but ultimately they'll find a way, which is fucking annoying. Was that leading into your second topic, or was it something?
That was a second topic.
That was a second. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're blasting through them right now. What was it? I was looking for. What did I see before? Ah, there it is. So my second topic, again from the BBC World News. Apparently, one of your lovely states, Georgia, seeks to put itself on the movie map. So once again, powerhouse of Soviet films, the Black Sea country of Georgia is working hard to promote itself in the lucrative world of international film locations. Girls of the Sun by Eva Hussein, a French drama about a female fighters in Kurdistan, is competition at the 2008 Kansas Festival and is helping elevate Georgia's reputation as an up-and-coming film destination. The Black Sea country, famed for its mountains and beaches, has been actively courting foreign filmmakers to use Georgia as a backdrop in movies and commercials. Girls of the Sun may be the highest profile film made in Georgia to date. Other prominent filmmakers have also been attracted by exotic locales in the country, as well as the government's incentives. So basically, Georgia is now becoming a big, massive, juicy movie, film, TV hotspot for whatever. God,
It's not going to happen. Georgia's too much of a shithole.
The links there, and also just this last little bit, government incentives. Just that.
No. That's not what I mean. I mean, like, there's a reason why so many shows nowadays are being filmed in Ontario and Toronto. It's because the cities are much cleaner. It's because it's genuinely much cheaper as well to film in Canada. Like, all of Star Trek Discovery, the RoboCop reboot, a number of stuff, a number of movies were filmed there.
Mm.
So I don't see it really being beneficial for them. I don't see it like solving itself in the long run.
Well, that's what it's saying. It says it's gonna be good for them. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck is this? Hang on. I'm scrolling down. Why's it got its title? Gender equality. Here we fucking go.
Gender equality, excuse me.
Yeah, it's in the article. 1 second. Sam Taylor notes that Georgia offers filmmakers a lot more than just low prices and picturesque locations. Perhaps the reason we love working here is that, unlike many filmmaking industries in other parts of the world, around 50% of the film directors in Georgia are women, she says. If you compare this to the UK or Germany or the USA, approximately 4% of the directors are women, you can see Georgia is far advanced in terms of gender equality. Taylor says, however, that some challenges still exist. For instance, the Georgian film industry still lacks some of the skill sets that are commonly used in Europe and elsewhere. A script supervisor is virtually unknown on a native Georgian set, and the skill base in certain departments still needs attention. What an exciting time for Georgian filmmakers, and that transmits to the crew that we bring in from abroad. They love the energy and enthusiasm we can end up for. They love the energy and enthusiasm we end up forcing them to go home. So they're celebrating the fact that there's more female directors. I mean,
Who gives a shit?
well, people apparently.
If you want more female directors, be a female director.
Yeah.
Like, do it. Watch it happen, or inspire friends to do it. Don't, like, I'm not entirely sure if this was in there. I'm just, like, processing all of this, and it's making my head, like, fucking break. But the point is like, people complain that there aren't enough females in X, Y, and Z. There aren't enough of this kind of race in that. And I'm just sitting here going like, okay, change that. Don't tell people they're not allowed to do something. Be better. It's like
I do support like the equality side of things. I do, and there are still businesses and companies out there that do still discriminate against women. They're just a lot more fucking subtle about it, and it does piss me off. It does, but at the same time, I agree with you. There is nothing stopping anybody doing what they want. Like, I don't see what the issue is. It's like, well, you hear the stories.
Here's my biggest issue. My biggest issue is people getting professionally offended for somebody else, and I feel like with that happening, then it's going to turn from, oh, we don't prefer hiring women, to we straight up will not hire whites, or we straight up will not hire men, or something like that, into some sort of degree where it's like, what is it called? So to the P, fucking hell. Wait, not P. It starts with an A. Affirmative action. Affirmative
All
action.
right, there you go.
Affirmative action is essentially a legal thing where it's like you get an incentive if you meet this racial quota. And I'm sitting here going like, no, then that is legitimately racism. I don't care if it's positive or negative. It's still racism. It's still picking people out and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's wrong. It should be that this guy is not hiring me because I'm Mexican. Okay, I'm gonna sue his ass for discrimination, even though like my qualities are much better than this white employee. You don't go after all of them. You don't put in legislation that says, okay, um, you straight up have to have this quota. No, you do better than your competition. You do better regardless of the resources because it has happened. It can happen. Don't just give up and say, you know what? No, I'm going to go the political route and get this shit changed so it's easier for me. No, you don't do that. You call out assholes and you play by the same rules as everybody else.
Yeah.
That's how it. That's how it should go.
Yeah. Again, it's literally the case of like, you should hire somebody who is suitable for the job, not because of their goddamn skin color. And it just goes back to, if you want to do a certain job, then train to do that goddamn job. I remember a very small, like, I think it was like 4-panel comic I saw years ago, and okay, maybe it was very like extreme levels, but it did highlight the point of how stupid this stuff can get. So, Caucasian male, all perfectly done up, suit, tie, hair, like everything like that, high like CV, perfect for the job, absolutely spot on. Nope, don't get hired. And then, was it like, black male, isn't dressed properly, doesn't look the part, but because they've got to meet a demographic quota, they hire him when he's not suitable for the work.
That has actually happened to me before. It's ridiculous. So Sarah says, I'm going to bounce already. Talk to you later tomorrow, hun. Whichever comes first. Need to finally go eat. All right, send me a message just whenever. And Lilith says, worse are the companies that discriminate towards women because they have pervy managers. I completely agree with that. It is, especially because it's like maybe you might be hiring somebody unqualified, or maybe you're just trying to get a piece of ass. Maybe you're a single man, or maybe you're a married man who's just cheating on his wife, sitting there going like, I'm going to fuck my secretary when I go to work today and no one's going to stop me. You are a disgusting piece of shit.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just sick. I don't get the minds of people like that. It confuses me to all hell.
Now, here's the thing. It's okay to think that somebody's hot, to think that somebody's attractive or something like that. In my opinion, is a compliment, but at the same time, you got to judge them based on their skill. You got to judge them based on their attitude, their ability to work with people, which is why I don't get hired a lot.
That sounds like a you problem.
But at the same time, it's just like you really need to not have that be a factor. It's just like, but those people that purposely do it because they're taking advantage of this person, they're basically paying them to be a prostitute. One, you could say that that's technically illegal. That's prostitution and technically human trafficking to some extent. So there's that. You're breaking the law if you're hiring for a piece of ass.
Pretty much. I mean, the one thing I found really good when I was at a job fair the other week, obviously going around like talking about like applications, handing CVs over, all that stuff. I was talking to one which is like one of the internet providers over here, and just got to talk about the application process, how I'm gonna have to wait, etc., etc. And they actually went a bit more detail with me. I thought that's actually the best way to do it. So how it works is, they were like purely online. So you do your application online, you upload your CV, but then what happens when you click apply, it goes to like one department that gets all like the flooding basically, and then they sort of like trim out like the fat. They just look for the base information. So education, work history, all that stuff. They completely ignore and do not put in name, age, where you live, like all background stuff like that. None of that is there. You're just assigned a reference number to your work portfolio, basically, and that's what gets handed to the recruiters. And then from there, they'll decide literally based on that and nothing else. Right, we want to interview these people, and only on the day of the interview do they get handed the full CV.
Now that actually sounds interesting.
So they can't go, oh, they're male, or oh, they're from this country, or oh, they're from that. It's literally based on what's their skill set. Are they suitable for this job?
Yeah.
Why is that not a thing? I'm sorry, but that is the best way I can think to do stuff in this modern age. It stops the prejudice. And if you can't, and since they only get handed CVs on the day and see the name and everything, they constantly turn around and go, "Oh, sorry, interview cancelled," because straight away that's just like, why? What has changed all of a sudden? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's interesting, and Jesus Christ, we need to stop going so off topic. Because this started about a movie being filmed in Georgia. But you know, it is a thing. It is important, so it is nice to talk about it. But yeah, that's my 2 cents in for that. Back to you.
So, on a much lighter note, Xbox has created an adaptive controller. It is a customizable product that specifically allows people with like handicaps and whatnot, or of course in here it calls them mobility limitations, which is honestly babying it. Essentially, it's a $100 controller. It's stupid expensive, but it is the most customizable thing you could possibly get. Essentially, there are some really big adaptive inputs on there, and then there are also a bunch of ports on there, which allow you to basically just sort of create your own buttons and plug and play and all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
So it allows people with severe disabilities with like nubs for fingers, or people that are unable to move certain parts of their body, or straight up don't have an arm. It allows them to plug in their own inputs. It allows them to adapt how they want to go, and it's like this whole kit with a large panel on it with some pretty easy to use controls on there. So this is something that I think is very interesting, very innovative, where it's actually becoming a retail product that is super adaptable. It's a very niche market, which is probably why this is so expensive, because one about the manufacturing process is going to be interesting. But it's an interesting product that can be used by everybody. It's not specifically a controller. It is a device that allows anybody in any way to interact with it. And Mozzie's giving me a message. I'm wondering that he's home from school.
Mm.
Do you want him to join us, or what?
Yeah, you know he's allowed to join us.
Okay.
Click, clack, click, click, clack, clack, click, clack.
All right, I believe he's on his way.
Okay.
There he is.
Mao.
Hello.
Hey, Monty.
Hello. Let me open up Twitch so I can see what the chat is doing.
Yay.
So we were just talking about our. I'm on my last story right now, and then we're gonna switch over to Kiv's. Xbox has released a new adaptive controller. It's basically this panel that allows you to plug in different input devices and whatnot, and it's meant for people with severe handicaps, severe physical handicaps, or in some cases mental, where you literally just can't move around the rest of your body. They've got a video on there that explains all of it. I haven't linked in the Twitch chat, but essentially, how it goes is the controller itself is very basic. It's got two relatively large tactile buttons / touchpads, I think. I'm not entirely sure. As well as a D-pad on there for the basics. And then for every... Excuse me. Oh, good lord. That's like the 5th time I've yawned today, and it's concerning me. But there are a bunch of input jacks on there. Well, they're not jacks, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of input ports on there for different things where you could just plug in a 3.5 millimeter jack, and boom, that's a button press for you. And you can use any device that you could possibly use that could just actuate, that just has a switch. So you can play the game in a way that's not like hampering. So you don't have to adapt yourself to it. It can adapt to you. So for people who have like been severely injured or have been in accidents, this is perfect for them. Or people who are born with deficiencies, and that kind of stuff. And I think they're the first company that's done this.
That's pretty cool. It is, This reminded me, I remember, oh god, this was a good few years ago, when I played League of Legends a lot. My friend showed me, like, one guy who was playing it who was damn good at the
playing
game.
it with his foot.
Yeah,
Because he didn't have arms.
Yeah, he didn't have arms. He was playing with his feet and a pencil in his mouth.
And didn't he use... Wasn't that like a Razer promotional?
I don't know, but the fact that he was playing League of Legends with his feet and a pen in his mouth.
Yeah, I think it was... And he's a diamond player, too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was good at the game. I was like, damn.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know. He was using a Razer Orb Weaver. Because he had because that's actually like just the perfect curvature for all 5 of your toes to use. So it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
Okay, Jill.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. So no, it's good that they're looking into like stuff like this because it opens like the gaming world to people who probably want to enjoy our medium but can't at the minute.
Well, I think it's like it opens the door because you don't have to like create a custom controller now. You essentially are just creating a platform where it's much easier to do and it's much cheaper to do it as well.
Yeah.
Something that can be mass produced, something that can be put out there. It's still a little expensive, but at the same time, it's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's interesting to like to see it happening. Oh, hello. I just heard a little jingle go off. Excuse me one moment. Just heard a little jingle jangle. Who's throwing money at my face?
Monty, do I need a Monty?
Monty! Thank you.
If the streamers don't do it, then the patrons won't either.
And you know what? I know I said £10, but oh god, hang on a minute. I need to set up my. Is my cam set up on my other scene? 1 second. No, it is not. So I've just made the screen look dead for a second. And now that's the spinner's disappeared off the screen. God damn it! I lost the spinner.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties, the live stream.
Yeah, god damn it. I'll save the spinner for the end then, unless it wants to show back up anytime soon. Spinner,
Well,
do
you
we-
know I
there it
have
is,
a collection.
There it is. So
God, why the fuck am I doing this?
spin the wheel.
Why did I agree to this?
I have no idea if you guys can hear background noises, but yeah, I can't really fix that.
1 second. And this thing wants to stop anytime soon.
Okay,
Oh.
Monty, you're gonna be the only one conversing with Kiv on the last story rather. I need to go feed my dog.
Well, you might have to wait a little while because I've got to eat a coconut or a baby white bean. Oh god, oh Jesus, there's 8 of them left. Holy hell. Well, actually no. No, hang on. I'm getting muddled up. They look very similar to the rotten egg ones. Hang on.
Should I get one of these so I can do it with you?
If you really want, and anybody else who wants to join in. I do apologise, camera is not set up to show this. Is that okay? Is that a white one?
What did you expect when watching Friday Furcast, the technical difficultying?
Mm.
And
Okay, so coconut or baby wipe? Hey, that's coconut. Nice.
honestly, baby wipe does not sound as bad as some of the other ones in there.
Vomit is the worst. Okay, I can stomach every other one apart from vomit. I take one bite, and I'm gone. It just, I can deal with rotten egg. I can deal with the dog food. I can deal with the stinky socks. I just can't deal with that one. And it's getting me worried because CF's next week, and I know fine well Corey's gonna want to play Bean Boozled, and I'm gonna have to face the piper, so to speak. It does me a concern.
Okay, what if we get how does okay? Tell me how this works.
Hmm. How does what work?
What are we exactly doing? Because I am always fashionably late because I have to drive home
Oh,
from the.
basically,
Yeah.
what me and Joe were just doing our normal free topics each thing. You donated money, which prompted me to have to eat a bean, and I've just eaten a bean. I've got one topic left to do, but I may as well wait for Jero at this point, because... Oh,
Do I
Jero.
get a topic next week?
I can hopefully work that into it, yeah.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I literally cannot get here faster.
No, that's absolutely fine. I'll just bear that in mind for next week, then that's no problem.
You start at literally the most inconvenient time for me.
Well, yeah. If I want to get a good 2 decent hours, I've got to start at 10, even though I was late today, so... I wonder if Shy is actually streaming later. He's been quiet lately. I don't trust it. I know it's odd. I'll go on with the last topic. Jero can just jump in. So YouTube unveils its new music streaming service. So it's launching a music streaming service offering both videos and audio tracks in an attempt to compete with the likes of Spotify and Apple Music. YouTube Music will combine millions of official tracks with a vast catalogue of varieties and remix uploads by YouTube users. Like Spotify, it will offer free ad-funded app alongside premium subscriptions costing $9.99 per month. It will launch in 5 countries, including US and Mexico, on May 22nd. The Google-owned company said YouTube Music would come to Europe soon. YouTube Music project manager L.S. Roman said, "The days of jumping back and forth between multiple music apps and YouTube are over. Whether you want to listen, watch or discover, it's all there." And who's giving me money again? Who do this? Who's doing this to me?
Oh,
BT
wow,
Roloff
that's a
donated
lot.
30 pounds. Holy shit!
Oh my... Dude. I've now got to
Boy.
I've got to spin this wheel 3 times now, and I'm gonna have 3 beans.
I can only muster the 742 a week. That's all I can do.
Monty, that's fine. Well, here we go.
Hey, Kiv, you know how I said I would join you for the beans?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no.
I would much rather take the pain of hot sauce.
Oh boy. Okay, so oh no. Oh no.
Wait, I can do hot sauce instead?
If you want.
The
No.
problem is I love hot sauce.
Okay, so the first bean has to be a popcorn or rotten egg. The next bean.
Let's hope we can get to MFF. Yes, that's what I'm hoping too, because I've got a bed available for him!
Oh, that's right on the line. Okay, chat, I'll either spin again, or I'll take those 2 beans. It's up to you.
No. Make the chat decide between the 2 of them.
Really? Or why not both of them at the same time? It kind of makes more sense to me.
No.
Fine. Okay, chat. You decide. Is the second bean a parent booger, or is it dog food or chocolate pudding?
1 for burger, 2 for dog food.
I'm seeing that. Yeah, so 1 or 2. Oh my. Okay, Gerald's picking dog food.
I don't want you to throw up.
To be fair, dog food is worse than booger for me.
Really?
It looks more on the brown side, is it? Wait, hang on. Nope. Jorik's right. Jorik's right. It is the. I'm looking at it. It's the tiniest sliver on the brown side. Fuck.
Hey, Kiv.
Yeah.
Eat my food.
Fuck you. This is gonna be a nightmare, isn't it? Tutti for your stinky socks. That's fine. I can live with that one.
For God's sake, I can't.
Honestly, the popcorn or rotten egg, neither of those sound appetizing as a jelly bean.
Popcorn is fine with me. I can get away with it. If it's just oh god, I'm getting anxious to do this. Right, here we go. So first off is the popcorn or rotten egg. Oh shit. Oh fuck. It's rotten egg. Oh guys, it's rotten egg. Help. Oh. How come I can swallow it?
BT, maybe he secretly likes it.
No. Nope. Oh. Good. Also, BT, this is just for shits and giggles because apparently a lot of people are masochists. Oh. Please don't be sad. I'm doing this to myself. Oh. I've got any water left. I've got a trickle of water left. I'm going to have to change that. Oh wait, I have some cider. That can help. Alright. Choc pudding or dog food? Please be chocolate pudding. Oh, thank God it's chocolate pudding. I dodged the dog food.
Yeah, munch that chocolate pudding.
Oh, that is a sweet
Then get to eating those eggs.
Mind you, I have way too many eggs in the fridge I need to eat before. Yeah, go eat those eggs. And the last one, Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Tutti Frutti, oh yeah. Tutti Frutti, oh yeah.
Hey, Jorik, you could experiment with, you could, oh my god, I can't fucking talk right now. You could experiment with, different ways to make eggs in the morning for breakfast.
Try sugar and syrup or agave. No, it's really good. It's really good. It's like flan.
You're not convincing me, I'm sorry.
I make it like every few days.
Okay, Bean Fiasco over. Right, so where were we? Oh yeah, Gerald, the topic I was mentioning is YouTube launching its own streaming service, just like Spotify or
Its own music streaming service.
yeah. So it's apparently just going to be like a Spotify and Apple Music. It'll have combine millions of official tracks and a vast catalogue of rarities and remixes from YouTube users. That was the important bit that I wanted to point out. For $9.99 a month, comes to the US and Mexico and some other countries on the 22nd of May, and Europe soon.
Well, I mean, they were able to take a chunk out of Twitch's revenue.
Quick question.
So, I
Yes.
mean, it's totally possible for them to get into that market.
Why is this even necessary when they already have Google like playing music?
I'm guessing it's like streamlining it a little bit and just to have something out there that's competitive to Spotify and Apple Music. But I said the interesting fact they'll point out to me is the fact they said remixes is uploaded by YouTube users.
The thing is this sounds like it's ripping off YouTube users, and also would not work for me at all because that sounds like a streaming service, and I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, I don't know how the remixing is going to be. I would imagine, at least I hope, they would get in contact before uploading stuff. But then again, they could say, like, well, you're taking an actual song and remaking it so it already belongs to somebody else. It could go either way, but probably the latter's going to happen.
Also, is this basically saying to anyone who doesn't have unlimited data, screw you?
It does that anyway, doesn't it? But once it's a streaming service, I think it is literally just like it's streaming music like Spotify does. Like it's the exact same thing. Though personally, I don't see the point personally when I can literally go onto YouTube. I can create a playlist myself and then just listen to that, and that's completely free.
I'll be right back.
What
I'm
the
gonna check and
fuck?
see if my food's on.
What? What do you say?
I have no fucking clue.
I'm checking to see if the food's done cooking.
Oh, he's cooking something.
So, should we just rename this to,
Gerald's not here.
Fursuit Friday, the technical difficulty Jero's not here, we're making food yelling stream.
Yeah, pretty much. Furcast Friday, Jero ain't here. Well, next Friday I'm gonna be here. Holy damn. You know, I have to say that is interesting. Eggs with syrup and sugar. I mean, curious.
It's actually good.
I mean, I'm trusting you saying
Oh,
that. It just sounds weird.
I know what it's like. It's like this Japanese thing. It's called tamago, which is Japanese for sweet egg.
Oh, wait. Tomago.
Tamago.
That would be a no, but it's almost there. Alrighty.
It's like a combination of cheap tamago and cheap flan.
Fair enough.
Wait,
It's like those mashed together.
He's talking about his sweet eggs again. I'm just curious about them.
Also, I made the best thing ever a few days ago. It's called a pan. It's called a what is it called? It's a type of pancake where you make it in like a bread loaf container, and it's got like 4 sections with different stuff in it. So I have like a chocolate one, a strawberry one, a banana one, and a marble one. And for the marble one, it was really easy. It was like powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, cinnamon, and I think just a little bit of syrup. And the chocolate was just chocolate chips and cocoa powder. The banana was banana cream and bananas, and the strawberry was strawberry jam, fresh strawberries.
You're making me hungry.
And compote.
You're making me hungry. Stop. Alright, so that's it for the story. So now we get the fun part.
What is the fun part?
They're not an
Oh, is
onion
that
movies.
Is that the stupid stories that makes no sense but actually are true?
Yep, and I've got one straight off the bat. Gerald, this is swinging back off the back of one of your first story.
Also, disclaimer: there are no onions.
Yes, there are never onions. So, you ready? Gerald, you there?
Go for it.
So, from San Antonio Current.com, ban doors, not guns, to stop school shootings, Dan Patrick says.
What? Ban doors.
In addition
Door.
to the thoughts and prayers pro-gun politicians independently trot out after a mass shooting, there's usually a wealth of ass-backward logic to explain why guns shouldn't receive any blame for the bloodshed. In wake of this morning's Santa Fe High School shooting, Texas Governor Dan Patrick wasted no time with the contortions. Within hours, the Republican was at a press conference ruminating on how to stop future school shootings. Apparently, limiting access to guns isn't one of the options on the table, but redesigning thousands of Texas schools sure as hell is. Why we may not look at the design of our schools moving forward and retrofitting schools.
To keep them out. not let him in. What the fuck?
And retrofitting
It
schools
helps.
that are already built. And what I mean by that is there are too many entrances and too many exits to our 8,000 campuses in Texas. We're gonna have to.
It's like there are fucking hundreds of kids in the building. I fucking wonder.
We're going to have to be creative, he added. If nothing else, it sounds like a pretty creative way to avoid the issue. Need to hear it yourself. CNN had the cameras rolling. So basically, his idea to reduce the problem in schools is to reduce the amount of entrances that people can obviously get into, but also the exits people can get out of.
Oh,
That makes no goddamn sense. Also, I found one that made me chuckle. Can I do this one?
1 second, I'm just needing time to recover from that one.
Okay. I have one that I
Jero?
found out.
Are you okay?
What? No.
Do you need a hug?
No.
Do you need a whiskey?
No.
What
I think Fortnite addiction is a problem for Major League Baseball. That's what I think.
Wait, what?
My next story, which I've been holding on to this thing for a whole fucking week.
Oh my god, 7 days. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
One of gaming's most popular titles, Fortnite, is a big game and a big business, sort of like baseball, the sport that's officially known as America's pastime. They're both free to play as long as you have the right gear. If you're good and you could land a college scholarship, if you're great, if you're good, you could land a college scholarship, and if you're great, you could earn a ton of money and become a massive celebrity. Already well-paid stars themselves, Major League Baseball players have flocked to Fortnite because with plenty of downtime between games of travel, it's easy for them to unwind with a few rounds online, multiplayer, and mobile-compatible battle royale, whether they're in the clubhouse, their hotel room, or on the bus. But the shoot-'em-up title may have just taken its first big league casualty. Boston Red Sox pitcher David Price missed his Wednesday start against the team's hated rival New York Yankees because of a mild case of carpal tunnel syndrome. And after questions have arisen about how frequently he gets a Fortnite fix, the pitcher said he's hanging up his controller at least around the ballpark.
Okay. I'm sorry. That sounds like a managerial problem. or
I
him
hate
problem.
Fortnite.
I hate it too.
I really hate I have heard Fortnite in every part of my life, and I hate it.
Yeah,
with a passion.
it's
I don't hate
everywhere.
Fortnite, I just think it's overhyped.
It is way too overhyped.
Get over it, people!
Oh god, mine is kicking off.
Seriously, find something else to do in your lives. You're like my friend who does nothing but Factorio, and that's all he does.
He only plays
Didn't you play nothing but Factorio?
That's all he does.
Didn't you play nothing but Factorio for like a week?
Yeah, that's because I was on a band trip, and that's all I had to do.
That's
All right,
Anyways,
well, I'm gonna go check my food real quick.
Oh, for God's sake.
While Jericho checks his food. Seriously, people, find something else to do in your lives. Fortnite is not that great. Really?
It is a cartoon version of PUBG.
Why? It's just as stupid as the name for the dust on your fingers with Cheetos having an actual physical name. It's a legal term. It's a legal term, Kivuli.
Monty, breathe before you blow a blood vessel, buddy.
No, that's my next story. It's a legal term. It's a legal term.
Wait, what's your next story? What, you mentioned you wanted to mention something before. Is this it?
Oh, the dust on your fingers when you eat Cheetos is the legal term. It's called Cheeto. It's called Cheetle.
Cheetle?
Cheetle.
It actually has a terminology for it.
It has a terminology. Not only does it have a terminology, it's copyrighted. And not only is it copyrighted, they say they're going to start selling it individually soon.
Wait, what? Hang on, what?
Like, I've seen this somewhere, like a commercial where they're actually gonna start selling it. Like, in containers. Like, as a ingredient to make shit.
Hang on, back up. So, what? Hang on, my brain is trying to, like, focus on this and it can't. So,
Cheeto.
is there a link for this?
I didn't. I lost it. I lost the story where they were gonna turn it into a product, but it's called Cheetle, and it's a legal term
Okay,
and a copyrighted term.
can you just so I can get clarification in my head? What exactly is Cheetle again?
It is the dust on your fingers that you get after eating Cheetos.
So they're just making bag of dust.
Yes.
Why?
Because apparently people started making mac and cheese with it.
Okay, hang on, that's actually interesting.
I don't know where the story went. I read it like 3 days ago, and then I lost the link.
Actually, no, hang on. Okay, when you just explain it like in base terms, it sounds stupid. It really does. However, when you say like, oh, you can use it in like cooking,
Like,
it starts to make more sense.
It actually makes kind of sense. But when you just think about it, like from what I just said, that sounds fucking stupid. But then once you actually think about it, you're like,
Actually,
there's
no.
actually logic here.
It is actually a clever idea because okay, get this. My friend absolutely adores to cook, and they cook pretty damn well. And when we've got like the time, energy, and space, and like, there's a party going on, what we like to do is do almost like proper, almost like deep fried chicken, basically. Like they'll get a massive wok out, the heat the oil up. Then what we do is we dice the chicken up because I'm there helping them out. We dice the chicken up, cover it in like raw egg, flour, and then this is the kicker part, is literally crushed up cheese puffs. Like we get a massive family-sized bag of cheese puffs, break them down to just dust, smother it in the chicken, deep fry that. You have cheesy chicken nibbles.
Yeah, I've done that before. It's actually really good.
It is amazing.
Okay.
So
I just
Well-
wanted that as a little segue, and I have another one after that. But I'm gonna let Jared be filled on this.
well,
Hi.
hi. Well, Gerald's done his one. It's time. You've done your one. Time for me. Okay.
What?
What the fuck? This just sounds fucking funny. Wait, didn't we? I'm sure we've already done this one. Like a few.
What's up?
I can't remember. If we... Febreze freshens up Alabama town after poop train rolls on. After the foul-smelling poop train finally left the small Walker country town of Parish, the much better-smelling Febreze van rolled in. Febreze gave out samples of its odor-eliminating products to residents of Parish after the train carrying more than 200 shipping containers of sewer sludge sat on the railroad in town for more than 2 months, as its containers were hauled by trucks one by one to a landfill about 20 miles away. Sewer sludge is the solid material left behind after a modern wastewater treatment process, and the foul-smelling sludge was being shipped to the treatment plants in New York and New Jersey to an Alabama landfill for disposal. Residents
This does
complain.
sound really familiar.
I think what this is we got the initial story a couple of months ago.
The initial poop train.
The initial poop train. So this is now the Febreze has come in and is taking over the town. Febreze released a YouTube video this week that includes interviews with parish residents about the experience with the poop train and reactions after getting free bottles and cans of Febreze. I'm sorry. I just find that I just find that funny. It's just like, well, you've lived with shit for 2 months. You have some.
Yeah, that'll fix it.
Apparently, would do.
It's the American way. If there's a problem, just ignore it, and it'll eventually go away.
Well, no, this isn't ignore it. This is all right. The main cause of the shit smell has gone. There's just a constant smell of shit in the air now. How do we deal with the shit? Febreze. Isn't that like the ultimate test of their product? Like seriously, like okay, this town literally has like a smog of shit surrounding it, and Febreze claims to cancel out odors and freshens the air. So if they literally roll in, hand out 3 bottles to everybody, everybody's spraying around, if that gets rid of the smell of sewage sludge that's been sitting there for 2 months and makes the entire town's fresh, that is better than any marketing advertisement you can ever buy. And Jarek, the reason I wouldn't do it while the train's still there is because Febreze is not good enough to tackle sludge. Like, no. But that's a brilliant way to get rid of the smell of shit in a town. That is just perfect. Okay. I've just seen a tweet pop up on my Twitter. I'm not gonna name the name, but it literally says, "This country will give up schools before it gives up guns." Jesus. Anyway, Gerald.
Excuse me, my mind's slightly broken.
What?
Nothing.
Your mind is broken. Well, can you stitch it back together for 45 minutes?
Maybe. I don't know.
What's
Let me find a
wrong?
good one. Let me find a good one.
I'm amazed that Jiro had a brain to break.
Okay, this might actually break me. Hasbro trademarks a favorite smell from childhood.
Wait, what?
Play-Doh scent.
What? How do you trademark a smell?
I really don't know.
Oh,
Hasbro announces that the iconic Play-Doh scent, known and loved by fans around the world, probably under the age of 5, is officially recognized by the United States Patent and Trademark Office as a registered trademark of the brand. The trademark scent, which Hasbro formally describes as a unique scent, formed through the combination of a sweet, slightly musky, vanilla-like fragrance with overtones of cherry and the natural smell of a salted wheat-based dough. Wait, you can eat it? Okay. Makes the Play-Doh brand
they
makes the
spent.
Play-Doh brand of the few active and certainly most famous scent trademarks in the country. Okay. The rest of it just goes into the history of it. I'm sitting here going like, the fuck?
How do you trademark a scent?
I guess
Wait.
it's like a combination of chemicals.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Didn't they spend like years marketing it as like literally the end of the commercial, like a PSA telling you that you don't eat it?
And yet again, it's wheat-based.
Yeah.
I am very confused.
I think it's not the best idea to eat it, but you can, if that makes sense.
Also, I have another story when we're ready for it.
Well, is Jero, you done with that one, or are you still trying to get your mind
Yeah,
back
I'm
together?
done with that. I am done with that one. It's just weird. Why would you trademark a scent? That makes no fucking sense, especially since a lot of knockoff brand ones smell exactly the same.
Oh yeah, it's probably to stop the knockoff brands.
That'd be an interesting lawsuit.
Well, literally, all they'll have... Hang on a minute. That means they've got to employ people to go out, look at all these knockoff brands or other companies that are making this stuff, and literally smell the pots, and then compare them to their product to determine if it smells the same. Trademarking a scent isn't that weird. Look at perfumes. Okay, perfumes and aftershave, that's different. Because No, it's something that's meant to be used that way. Play-Doh is literally a kid's toy. What? I swear, we find weirder and weirder shit every week. Like, the more we delve, the more we see the chaos. If that makes sense. Anyway, you had something else, Monty.
Okay, on the topic of trademark, I don't remember if we've done this, but California romance writer trademarks word cocky and threatens to sue rivals who use it.
Fuck off.
Yeah, no.
Cocky is a huge word in the UK. You cocky bastard, you cocky little shit.
Using
That's
the
like
word
trying-
cocky, can I continue?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Using the word cocky in the title of a romantic novel could prove to be a costly mistake. That's according to whatever the hell that name is, Hopkins, the author of romantic art novels such as Cocky Cowboy and Cocky Biker as part of her 18-book Cocky series, who obtained a trademark for the word from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
Wait, hang on, so she's got it? Like...
Yes, this is a thing. This is a thing. Linking article in Twitch chat.
What?
Link.
What? What? The fuck, America?
You can't use it in the title of a novel.
Here's what I say about that. When you try to trademark something that is way too generalized,
You can get fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Because
want to hear... Sorry.
I mean, this is the reason why Nintendo was like, no, Nintendo is not a game. It is not gaming. It is a product. Because they want to protect their brand, they want to protect their name, all that good stuff. I can see that. Because Nintendo never had... Okay, my dog's howling. Nintendo never had a meaning before the console and the games and the company was actually formed. But trying to trademark a game, a word. Brain, you need to start working at some point today.
Nope, never.
Okay.
You're doing a zippy.
Trying to trademark a word that everyone fucking uses.
It is
It's just
trademarked
like-
in the specific context of using it in the title of a book or any other media.
Even so,
Well, you know
it's a
what? Get
stupid-
fucked.
It's a stupid idea. Like,
Okay.
I mean, Tobias is making a point. It prevents people trying to use similar names to...
That is her
trick us-
actual argument. That is her actual argument.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but it's just like... I'm sorry, that sounds like a customer's a freaking idiot problem more than anything else. Because in every single book, on the front, on the back, and on the side, it clearly states who the goddamn author is.
Also, Tobias, I get that, but we're just finding it funny that it's over this particular word.
I mean,
Cocky. Yeah.
here's the thing. There's already stuff in place that does that. Because look at the video game market. Look at anything that's come out of Phoenix Games where it's like they are clearly trying to rip off of Disney.
Mm.
You know, Dalmatians 3, one of the most famous examples reviewed by Cat Icarus.
Yeah. I mean, what was it that happened? The big thing that happened on YouTube like a while ago was I think it was the Fine Bros, the people that do the React channel, like kids React and stuff like that, trying to make React World, and they tried to almost copyright the word React, so anybody who made a React video had to be under like their domain basically, and it just blew up in their faces. It's like you can't copyright a word like that. It doesn't work.
That's like trying to copyright the word "the" in the in the context of using it in a title.
You know what, Gerald? You know what we should do? I say we copyright the word Friday because we do a Friday Furcast.
Sure. Then we would have the copyright on Fursuit Friday.
Can you?
No,
Can
Furcast
you?
Friday. We don't have Fursuit Friday. Actually, no, yeah, because it uses
No, we would
Friday.
get both. We would get both because
Yeah.
it has Friday in it.
Yeah, that's Friday. Yeah.
Could we? Seriously, in 20 years, you're gonna have a conversation like, "Can TM, you TM, go TM, to the TM, movie TM, theater TM
Yeah.
on Friday trademark."
Wait, Gerald, I've just realized a huge benefit of like copyrighting Friday. We can finally eradicate from the earth the Rebecca Black song.
Ooh, this is true.
Yes.
Would be able
Yes!
to say that song is never allowed out of the deepest, darkest vaults of the ninth circle of hell.
And we could sue the shit out of TGI Fridays.
Oh yes. What song? Jarek, where the fuck have you been in the last 5 years?
Actually, no, don't tell him.
No, no.
Oh
He
my
must be
goodness.
innocent.
But no, we can
He
get
must
rid of
remain innocent. Do not taint him.
No.
I find that very funny, BT. I find that really funny. Speaking is going to be categorized as not PC enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna stick
We're
on
just
one.
gonna
We all need to do hand gestures from this point forward.
I've got one for you. It's a middle finger up in the air.
Oh no, that's two.
More like a middle finger up in your ass.
Your ass.
Ass.
Ass. Oh, what the fuck are we doing? Alright.
Well,
moving
I
on.
was trying. I was trying to make an angry video game nerd. I don't think that worked.
Okay, so this story that popped up, fuck's sake, it's so stupid, but I love it. Bird poop causes Louisville lane closures.
Oh yeah, it's not Louisville, it's
Louisville, sorry. So, Kentucky transportation officials are cautioning motorists about cleanup efforts involving bird droppings. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says crews will close lanes on the Taylor Boulevard and South 3rd Street under Interstate 264 because the birds on the overpass. The right lanes will close in both directions from 7 to 11 p.m. Officials ask drivers to be careful for workers as they drive through the area.
It takes you 4 hours to clean up bird shit?
That must be a lot of shit.
Seriously, that must be a lot of shit. If you look at the current trends of what's offensive, well, I guess they get, yeah.
Hmm? Yeah.
Also, Tobias, stop being so factual.
What's it? But yeah, birds pooping on an interstate are closing it down too, so they have a 4-hour cleanup.
Wow, that's wow. Well, then it goes with my theory of governmental employment anyway, so whatever.
Although saying that though, it can be just as bad what I am because the way like the main bridge over the river here is, obviously you can like walk along the quayside and stuff like that, but like under the bridge, all the fucking seagulls nest up there, little fucking bastards in there squawking.
I hate seagulls.
And literally, the pavement below and down the fucking pillar is just shit. Like, the pavement is white, usually. Though, when I went down the other week, I couldn't believe my eyes. The shit was pretty much gone. But there was still, like, a few...
In the words of John Oliver, "Fuck you, birds!"
Exactly. But it's just like...
Fuck you, birds!
I was like... my first thought was, oh, that's actually quite nice. My second thought was like, who was the poor bastard that had to do that?
They do that.
Because that means...
God rest your soul!
Because that means that they were probably getting shat on from the seagulls as they were cleaning up.
Seagulls! Stop it now!
On the upside, apparently fursuit heads do scare them because my friend was shooting down the seaside once in suit, took his head off to have fish and chips, sat it on the bench next to him, and the seagulls stayed a good 5 meters away.
Oh my... Seagulls!
So yeah, if you want to get rid of seagulls, just have a fursuit head. Probably doesn't have to be a fantastic one. Just put your fursuit head down next to you. Just get the shit out of
What
it.
happened? Okay then. Fursuit heads stop seagulls.
Yes.
That is the takeaway of today.
The-
Fursuit heads stop seagulls.
I found two pretty good ones.
Oh, you found two? I'll take two.
Here's the first one.
Oh.
U.S. student is rescued from a giant vagina sculpture in Germany.
Excuse me.
What? I have so many questions.
In the space of 24 hours last week,
One
two
second, one
spectacular
second.
rescue
Monty?
operations were carried out in southern Germany. Both involved men who had become trapped deep inside cave-like structures, and a large team working to set them free. Laura Johann Westhauser is expected to soon tell the world how we got trapped inside Germany's deepest cave. An anonymous exchange student might prefer to keep quiet about this story of how we got into a tight spot. On Friday afternoon, a young American in Tübingen had to be rescued by 22 firefighters. Dude, that's
22?
ridiculous. After getting trapped inside a giant sculpture of a vagina. The Chakan Pie, I think it's Chakan P or Chakan Pie. Chakan Pie. Chakan Pie, otherwise known as Making Love artwork by Peruvian artist Fernando de la Yara, has been outside Tübingen's University Institute for Microbiology and Virology since 2001, and had previously mainly attracted juveniles. I'm not going to pronounce that word.
Gerald,
Rather than at
Device just made a good point. That's a story from 2014.
well, it's a story that made the front page.
It made the
Don't
front
ask
page
me how.
4 years ago. Get with the times, Jero.
It is on Not the Onion right now.
Oh, so it's
Who
making,
cares?
it's making a comeback. Ah.
According to De La Yara, the 32-ton sculpture made out of red Vermonese marble is meant to signify the gateway to the world. Police confirmed that the firefighters turned midwives. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I get it. All right.
Okay. That
Delivered the student by hand without the application as tools. All right, that's funny. That's funny. The mayor of Tübingen told the
Be right back, by the way.
Süddeutsche Zeitung paper that he struggled to imagine how the accident could have happened, even when considering the most extreme adolescent fantasies. To reward a masterly achievement with the use of 22 firefighters almost pained my soul.
There are so many questions that could be associated with this.
Now, I do have one from the current year that actually came out yesterday, so I'm going to wait until GIF comes for that one.
Ah.
And it involves some real stupidity.
Oh, stupidity, fun.
Yeah, let's see where this came from.
Should we just rename this segment to "Losing Faith in Humanity"?
Maybe. Actually, a pretty good pronunciation of Tübingen. Thank you. I actually did take some German when I was in high school, so I know the pronunciations pretty well.
They don't let me take that here.
Why don't they let you? They just not offer it?
Yeah, they literally have Spanish and French. That is it.
Well, at least those two are useful. German's not in my case.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. I have a current article for you as well.
Do tell, good sir.
Mum changes son's name after a mistake in a new tattoo.
Yeah, I saw that one. I was thinking, do I want to talk about that?
A mum from Sweden has taken drastic steps after a tattoo of her son Kevin's name was spelled wrongly.
How do you fuck up
To ma-
Kevin?
To make sure her new anchor is accurate, the mum, who wants to be known only as Johanna, decided to officially change 5-year-old. It is Johanna because it's Swedish, right?
I think so.
Anyway, decided to officially change her 5-year-old son's Kevin's name to Kelvin. Yes. The mistake was made when she went to get the names Kevin and Nova, her daughter, tattooed on her arm. Johanna only noticed the typo in the tattoo when she was on her way home in the car with cousin. The spelling did not look wrong to me at first, and honestly, when I looked at it, I could kind of see why. It's made completely in cursive.
Mm.
For me, the text is upside down, so it's in the right direction while I'm standing. We're sitting in the car. I'm sorry. We're sitting in the car home. I think they meant to say car at home.
Yeah.
My cousin takes a picture of it. That's when I see what it says. It says Kelvin instead of Kevin. I didn't think it was true. Cousin laughs and thinking, was it a joke? She and her cousin returned to the tattoo studio immediately, telling them about the mistake. She was told it would be easy to fix with laser surgery. After looking into getting a tattoo removed, Johanna said it would take up to a year to get the work fully removed.
Oh, Jesus.
After thinking a little, we decided to name him Kelvin. Now we like it better and we don't want to change it back.
What?
Yeah, it's
Wow, that's
She
easy.
and she now plans to have a tattoo of her newborn daughter's name Freya on her. But this time she'll make sure no one needs to change the details on their passport.
That'll be a nice thing to do.
So yeah, it's just like, oh, Yorick says, Eichhörnchen. Was that correct?
Ishmorshin?
No.
No, I'm
Eichhörnchen.
saying it your way, I'm saying it my way.
Well, it's
Ishmorshin?
welcome to Pronunciation Wars.
the umlaut over the O turns it from an O sounding to a U sounding.
Ishmorshin?
Almost perfect.
Haha. Wait, which one of us?
Did you hear about the dude who cooled to absolute zero?
Arding,
He's okay now.
Why?
I get it. I get it.
This is why,
He's zero Kelvin.
this is why, why? I hate you, Hud, but I love you.
Yeah,
I hate you, but I love you.
I knew that was coming, and I was gonna say that joke, but I was waiting to see if someone else would do it.
God damn it. Fuck.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna move on.
honestly, if my mom named me to Kelvin, I think that would be pretty cool. And because it's just like, Kevin is very general. It is very like generic. You see it all the time. But Kelvin, that's not something you see all the time. It sounds cool.
That sounds different, yeah.
That's why I hate my name. Seriously, there are 15 million of us. Parents, stop naming your children Jacob. That needs to be a PSA. Also, same thing with Michaels.
Instead, you should name them Jacoby.
Or, like, same thing with Michaels. They would appreciate it.
And this has been a Furcast Friday PSA brought to you by Kivuli, Jero, and Monty.
Because that's all we do with our lives.
Alright, I've got one last story off learning, which I don't know if it's a daft one, but it's like, why? So, Call of Duty being developed for mobile by Candy Crush dev.
That sounds so utterly stupid and useless. I don't have words for it.
It turns out the mobile adaptation of Activision's Blizzard's most popular shooter Call of Duty may be handled by developer King, the name you may recall from Candy Crush Saga, an incredibly addictive mobile...
what the sub?
Oh, can we get some hype in chat, please? George, feel free to now openly spam the Kiv coffees. You have access to the Kiv coffees to get. Please feel free to use it all over the place, and that means I'm now going to have to eat a bean.
Wait, I forgot I haven't done that this month. Thank you for reminding me.
Rip.
Oh no, Monty's done it this one. I'm going to have 2 beans. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh no.
With
It is
I
the
would've forgotten.
It is the last dog food or chocolate pudding. So I'll have to remove that. Stop. No, I don't have any more of those. Go again. Come on. Oh my, okay, hang on a minute. I'm gonna have to change this around, so I need to delete dark fruit chocolate pudding. Save and update. There we go. Come on. Hey! Got coconut or baby wipes, that's fine. So, tofu chocolate pudding. Oh fuck. Oh fucking fuck. Garo, I hate your species.
Oh.
How's your species eat this? Seriously.
I'm the same. Why don't
Monty, don't take it
confuse-
personally.
Oh.
No, but
Ugh.
why is this Jero specific?
Because it's me.
But we're the same.
Fine,
Hell?
both of you. Fuck off.
Thank you.
Stop, Drayden. I'm just busy trying to swallow a dog food bean. Oh. Oh. God, that wasn't pleasant. Alright, coconut or baby wipes.
That sounds fun. Actually, wait, is that the same one? Oh no, that's the other one.
Okay, that's coconut, that's fine. I like coconut, so that's good. Oh. Sweet release of the gorgeous batter. Oh. Thank you, Jorik. Thank you, Monty, for the 2 tier 1 subs. It is appreciated. Oh, I hope my stomach survives. Alright. So yeah. Back to what I was saying. The people who make Candy Crush are making a Call of Duty game for mobiles, basically. There's a link in chat. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know. Is it literally going to be a Call of Duty game? Or is it going to be something different? Like, with the Call of Duty series? I don't know. What do you guys think? Guys?
Or
I
maybe
mean-
it'll just be stupid cash grab.
I mean, I don't think doing a God, what am I trying to say? I don't think doing Call of Duty games on anything that isn't a console or a PC is a good idea.
Hmm.
It kind of wants me to make. It kind of wants me to play. It kind of makes me want to play Black Ops 1 again. Jesus.
I only
So
have
how
that.
about-
What the fuck was that?
I have
I'm
no
gonna
idea.
install it now.
Oh, that was a noise from Evolve, which I can't figure out how to turn off.
Yeah.
Anyone in chat, if you can figure that out, tell me, because I'm too lazy.
But yeah.
Speaking of which,
Black Ops 4 coming out this year, bitches, and I'm not gonna buy it.
I was just
3
about-
was crap, 4 will be worth.
I said, I was just
Worth?
about to say, time to
Worth.
roll on over into the, well, random shit talk, I suppose is the best way to describe it. Because we
no,
got
it's
off
night talk.
nerd alert. But yeah, yeah, Black Ops 4 coming out, don't give a shit, you can fuck off. That is basically my opinion of it.
Coming out. I'm gonna watch that shit.
What's coming out?
Please, 4A,
Deadpool
release
Yeah,
release the next Metro faster.
Deadpool 2 is coming out. My friends just saw that today. I couldn't go with them, unfortunately. So basically, their lives are on the line if they even hint a spoiler. Also, coming up next week is the Solo movie, which we are going to see on the Friday morning of Confuzzled. So that's going to be kind of cool.
I hope that'll be good. I don't know if it will be.
Again,
But
we've...
by the way, guys, no Furcast next week.
Depends.
No,
If I can
excuse
figure out how
me?
to work it, I'll do it. If. This is a big if, guys, because I'll be confuzzled. I do not know if there will be Furcast.
Wait. If you can somehow, at least get on Discord, I could host next week's Furcast either on my channel, or I could just stream it to yours.
Could work, yeah. Yeah, we'll
I
work it out.
should
But
be
I
available.
don't know if it'll go ahead. That's the big thing.
I don't know if you even would want me on, but if you do, I'll be available.
It depends what's
Usually
gonna happen.
we do.
Because to be honest, if I'm gonna be doing it confuzzled, I'm probably gonna have like 1 million people in the room with me. It's not gonna be a normal Furcast.
We could do it, me and Jero.
It is kind of like my baby. Like
I have no idea. I'm just putting it out.
He's just tossing out them ideas.
some ideas.
Anyway.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, 2 movies coming. No, Deadpool's out. Solo's coming out, which we're really looking forward to. I want to try and see Deadpool before I go to CF. I really want to see it because it's awesome. Toby's not excited for Solo. It'll probably be fine, but I'm still convinced it needs to be about Han Solo. Fair enough, but it's Han and Chewie. And Lando. It's got to be at least halfway decent.
Han Solo's probably one of my favorite characters from Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
And Lando's played by Donnie Glover.
All right, settle down. Control your boner.
What? I'm just saying.
What other things are happening? Oh, yeah, that's one thing.
I'll tell you what's happening. 2019. Overwatch Nerf blasters. Like actual ones.
This is what he's got a fucking boner over.
Oh, great.
Oh, yes. Because, I don't know about you, but I like Overwatch.
I like Overwatch.
I know Kiv likes Overwatch.
Mhm.
And from what I can tell, Jorik likes Overwatch because of what he said a couple times in the chat about
Yeah.
liking Overwatch over Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a
Fortnite's
great
horrible.
game. I've been following it. Pardon?
I hate Fortnite.
Oh yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, but I've been playing it since beta, and a lot of people have been, modifying Nerf guns and that kind of stuff to make Overwatch replicas that actually, flame foam.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's becoming a real licensed product, and because they're taking so much time to develop these things, makes me think, one, they probably just got the rights to it, and they probably just got the licensing, and two, they are actually taking time to design these new blasters. And so I'm sitting here going this is awesome because they might actually be, accurate to the game. So
Well, think about
here are my thoughts. Well, go ahead.
So just think about it this way as well, because these are going to be Nerf style guns, which have always been checked out, but majority allowed inside conventions. Can you imagine what that's going to do to the cosplay scene for Overwatch?
It's going to make it absolutely chaotic, and I will love it.
There can be an
Espe-
you could set up an
They could-
Overwatch match at a convention.
Oh yes, I would totally do that. I would actually. I want. Okay, here's one of the things I want to do either by the end of this year or next year. I want to make a Soldier 76 cosplay with a functioning pulse rifle. Now, I don't think they're going to be able to do the underslung rocket or anything like that. But at the very least, I know they're going to be able to put something out that's decent. I'm going to modify the shit out of those internals.
Could they not just make it larger and Nerf top for the underslung rocket?
Welcome to
Don't they always
Oh,
exist?
no. They do. Well, I mean, there already are Nerf rockets. The thing is, it's in order to make it work right, it would have to be an HPA, which is a high pressured air system. And these are, and the thing is, the line that they're producing them for is Nerf Rival. We are talking about actual performance blasters that hit somewhere around 100 to 150 feet per second.
Oh.
They actually go about as fast as paintballs.
Damn.
So, it's realistic. Jork says, by the way, Gyroscope, did you get my friend request on Battle.net or did you screw up the numbers in the battle tag? Nerf Rocket, look up the Nerf Demolisher. It's basically a semi-automatic Nerf blaster with a rocket launcher on the underslung rocket launcher. Look up that and you'll get an example of what that looks like. But I'll check Battle.net in a minute, my dude. Now, here are my speculations on, like, because this is what I want to do. These are my speculations on whose weapons are getting made into actual Nerf blasters. One, I definitely think Soldier is going to be made into one. It's
Soldier's
too
like a
easy.
poster boy. He's kind of a poster boy of the game.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that the pulse rifle already looks like a Nerf blaster. It's very easy to replicate, and if they're going to make it out of any particular one, I feel like the Nerf Nemesis would be that Nerf blaster. Let me go ahead and look that up, and I'll post a link to the image.
This thing, the two people I think are going to get the guns made first, simply because they're kind of like the poster people of it. I think it is going to be 76, and I think Diva is going to happen as well.
No, actually, no. Yes, you're right. I think Diva would be the next one to get one, because it's the pistols for Mercy and for Diva like that. They look like they would function very much like the Nerf Kronos, which I'm looking up.
I have no idea what that. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Don't worry, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up.
Nerf and in terms of Overwatch.
Let's
You
see.
know, I'm just
Alright,
gonna
copy
stick to my
address.
model rockets. I'm gonna stick to my model rockets. I'm happy with those.
Let's see here, that's Diva pistol. Oh yeah, they could totally make that.
Welcome to
Oh.
Jero gets his Nerf heart on Knights.
God damn it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
This is combining two of my favorite things, Nerf and Overwatch. I'm sorry. I can't get around this. But yeah, the first image is the Nerf Kronos. That's the actual product that's out there. I've actually got one in my room right now. The second one is Diva's pistol from Overwatch, which I could easily see. God, that would be a very tiny priming handle. That little gray part on the top would probably be it. At the same time, it's like. And now let's look up Mercy's pistol, which I think would probably get. Oh yeah, it's gonna be much easier to fit something in there. Let me find a higher resolution. Sure.
And we've now lost Jero for the rest of the stream.
Yeah.
Engage with me, damn it!
You're kind of rolling off on you. It's like you've had all this like built up and fucking checked out, and you know.
I
the
have
shit
no fucking idea what you're talking about in any context of anything.
I'm posting links, damn it! I'm trying to think of
Yes, but Jero,
what
Jero,
current blasters, what current mechanics would fit inside Overwatch blasters that are already in the game.
Jero. I understand.
What?
We understand. I get the references. Jero probably gets the references. I don't think all of my viewers get the references.
I'm posting images of the actual in-game guns in the chat.
My point still stands.
So that's what the links are. That's what the links are.
I know. Okay, I know. I just don't think they give a shit.
Kivuli, is this just gonna be the last 10 minutes of Jero spouting stuff? If it is, then I'm gonna go.
This
if
is
it is,
what
then
I'm.
there's nothing.
This is what I'm trying to
Basically,
put
what
my
I'm
onto.
saying. If there's nothing else that I'm gonna get to say, should I just go make dinner? Because if there is something else I can say, then I will
Okay,
say.
I'll put it.
that.
I'll
go
put
make
it this way. I'll put it this way. The other two characters that I think have to get like Nerf blasters made for them are Reaper and McCree.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
That works.
Now, there are a bunch of others that I think could be easily made, but I'm not going to get into them.
Yeah, let's
I'm
not get
going to
into
save that.
Let's
I'm
now
going to save
move
that for
away-
one of my streams.
Let's move away from your big Nerf boner, because you clearly have one at the minute. Let's cool you off, sit you in a corner,
Just
have a nice cup of tea.
Kiv, this is what I do. I'm the furry nerfer.
Shh, it's
And I'm the only one that can fucking say that. I'm the only one that can say that.
It's okay.
No one else can say that
Shh,
shit.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're here for you. You're
Calm
surrounded by
down.
friends. It's fine. Just have a nice cup of tea. You'll be alright, mate.
Calm down.
Don't you tell me to calm down. Here's a new meme.
Just stop.
Anyway.
Click a gif.
What?
Click it.
Click it, give.
I
Just
think
click it.
I saw the creation of this damn thing. I know exactly what it is without even clicking it. But no, well, the news has come out. Oh, one thing that Kenai mentioned to me, I don't know how much you're going to give a shit about this, Gerald, or either, but I give a shit about it. Apparently, the aquatic update to Minecraft is finally going live.
The which one?
The aquatic update?
As in, the aquatic update, as in they're adding dolphins, whales, I think sharks are in there.
And I'm guessing a way to breathe underwater.
I think sharks are in there.
And I'm guessing a way to breathe underwater.
New ways to breathe underwater, interact underwater, a new enchantment that returns weapons to you, so you throw your trident, it instantly comes back to you, sort of shit. Like fucking Neptune, that motherfucker. But no, apparently that update is now live. However, when I keep checking my launcher, but no, apparently that update is now live. However, when I keep checking my launcher, it hasn't touched the UK yet, apparently, which kind of pisses me off.
Time to use the VPN then.
No. But
Well, I mean, you should use one anyway.
shut up, shush. Don't tell me to do evil things in my stream. I'm none of that bullshit. But no, no, I've been waiting for this damn thing to come out ever since it was first announced, and it's now apparently finally going to be going live. So I'll be spam checking that over the weekend because I'll be diving straight into it. No pun intended.
Yay, water! That
Yes.
actually does sound interesting.
Yeah, it's just like I was already intrigued when updates ago they brought out the ocean temples with the guardians. Like those were interesting things to explore, and they were hard to explore. Like I had issues trying to explore them and find them and dig through them and get the treasure and stuff like that. But it felt worth it at the end. So now they've literally added treasure maps and sunken ships. I'm all about it. Like, it makes ocean exploring something now. Because it was literally only the temples before. Now it's got this. I mean, it's the same stance as, like, deserts. It's like, people see a desert, it's like, oh, it's a desert, whatever. But now it's like, ooh, I wonder if there's a temple there. So, yeah, more ocean exploring. GG. All about it. Yee. What other news have we got? News. There's gotta be something else out there, surely. No, that is not what I wanted to come up with my feed. Typing video gaming news because I've just got a ton of crap about the World Cup, which can fuck off.
Who cares?
Seriously, I'm not looking forward to the World Cup happening. Just no. More for the fact of just like it's gonna be a pain in the fucking arse to get a venue for fur meets while that's going on. Okay, what we got? Why does Fortnite have 2 stories? Fuck off. Oh, there's one. 2 hours ago and 23 minutes. This is from GameSpot. Kingdom Hearts 3 release date will be revealed next month during the E3 press conference. Pokemon Go May 2018 Community Day takes place tomorrow. Ubisoft will announce a new AAA game at E3 in before Assassin's Creed, alongside The Crew 2 and Division 2.
Please tell me the Crew 2 will be good, because the first one was such a letdown.
I mean, it looks kind of cool, like seeing trailers of it.
Hopefully.
Ton of stuff about fucking Call of Duty.
Nobody cares.
Eh? How's this 9 hours ago? GTA 5 Online updates add Battle Royale inspired mode. I think we have about 20 of them already.
Oh, great. More Battle
They're also-
Royale. We don't
They're
have
also
enough
putting a
of
battle.
that yet.
There's also putting a battle royale mode, and Monty, it's gonna happen. Just let it fizzle.
Battle
also putting a battle-
Royales.
God fucking damn it!
Nah. Fight
They're
me.
also putting a.
Money. Relax, it's okay.
They're also
So
putting one in Call of Duty.
Great.
cash in. Oh Jesus, video please.
I mean, a year too late, but yeah.
Trapdoor pits teams against each other on a floating platform that is shrinking rapidly throughout the match. Each time a player is killed, they are transported to the red zone, where they're given only a few seconds to escape the main platform before the zone disappears and dumps everyone into the ocean. So that's what's out on GTA. There's also vehicle discounts on the Mammoth Hydra, the Hot Ring Saber, the Vapid GB200, Volca Falgoa, Ubermac SC1, Coil Cyclone, Lamborghini Viserys, and Vapid Caracara. Weapons and tattoos discounts on all ammo, including Mark II ammo, all assault rifles, all sniper rifles, all shotguns, and Doomsday Heist tattoos. For those of you that give a shit about GTA. Or, you know, you have to plan your money. Anything else?
MFF hotel registration starts tomorrow at noon, Eastern Standard.
Motherfucker, I need to go. I need to go. I need to go.
Also, I already have two particular people that are going to be rooming with me, not including my girlfriend, which
Oh.
my girlfriend, if she's coming, yes, she's going to be rooming.
Nice.
But I've already got two people that I know I'm going to be rooming with. Well, not exactly no. Like, if there's monetary issues down the road, then obviously somebody's going to drop out. But point being is I've already got two people ready. So that means it's going to be much cheaper if you need a hotel give, because I'm saving a spot for you.
Right, well, we'll have a look at it, like, over the weekend or some shit then.
Like,
So
pre-registration doesn't become more expensive until September, and I've already got the hotel covered. So
just-
literally the only thing you need to worry about is a plane ticket.
Fair enough. I said, I'll think about it over the weekend, see what's what and all that jazz.
Okay.
Oh, so just go back to game news. Apparently, if you haven't played it yet, I don't know why you haven't. If you like this sort of thing, Fallout 4 is free to play this weekend on Xbox One. So if you literally have no life for the weekend, and you have an Xbox One, try playing Fallout 4. See if you can complete the game. GTA 5 has sold 100 million copies of the game. How many of those are multiple accounts?
Probably a very large amount.
What else we got? New Overwatch anniversary skin revealed. Yes, we know about that already. Don't think there's a lot of anything else popping up here. Nah, nothing else interesting. GameSpot, you let me down. You've been good to me in the past, but you've just let me down now. But I think, yep, yeah, it is midnight here, which is the end of the show. And I know we started a bit late, but again, I'm already getting tired. Jesus Christ, some wacky stuff today. And we got Jero raging again, which is always funny. Rainbow Six Siege
About
also has a free weekend.
Fucking doors! Why?
Wait, what?
The Doors
About
again.
doors.
Oh, the doors,
Doors.
yeah. I didn't hear what
God
you...
damn it. It's
You were
just,
screaming so much I didn't even hear what the fuck you said.
Because yes, putting in less doors is clearly going to make less people get shot. It's clear. Yes, that's always going to be the case.
it's not like having more exits will help. It's not like actually having the doors on there will keep him from getting in. It's not like redesigning fucking schools is expensive.
Okay. And with that, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to the Friday Furcast with myself, Jero, and Monty. I hope you have enjoyed. Keep
Whatever this is.
keep an eye out on my Twitter if you don't already have it. I'm just gonna post it here. 1 second. I need to update my crap underneath my channel, seriously. So if you don't follow me on Twitter already, there is the link right there. Updates if I do a stream usually pop up on there anyways, and also any videos posted on YouTube. Keep an eye on that for if I'm going to be doing a Furcast next week. If it is, it's going to be probably a lot different, but we'll see how we'll go with that. Thank you again to Jorik and Monty for those subs, highly appreciate it, and of course to BT for that very generous donation. It is highly appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. But other than that, hope you did enjoy the show. We will see you in the future. And just did a bling go off. Camille 500 has followed. Thank you so much for that. At the very end of the stream, really appreciated. I usually stream on Mondays and Thursdays. Again, I don't know if that's happening this week. We'll see what happens. But other than that, thank you so much, and have a good night, and catch you next time.